Hey everybody, welcome back. Tonight is the 10th of November 2021. Another episode or recording for National Podcast Post Month. So tonight I want to talk about a guilty pleasure that I have. My guilty pleasure is that I like to watch reaction videos on YouTube. And these are people who will listen to a song or watch a movie for the first time, something that they've never heard before. And I like to see their reactions. A lot of times it's younger people in their 20s who have heard songs, in the 2000s, and they don't realize that some of the songs are, they borrow from songs in the 90s and the 80s, 70s, 60s. And so when they hear these things, it's brand new to them, and it's great to see their reaction. It's very fun, because I'm enjoying the song, and at the same time I'm enjoying their reaction. It's like when you watch your children learn how to walk, and you're like, wow, it's exciting to see them, realize that that something is or that joy, that happiness. And there's some favorite songs that I like to listen to. The way it started, let me go back to how it started, is somehow I started watching, it might have been reactions to, I think somehow it landed on my YouTube, reactions to the Righteous Brothers, and people who were surprised. They would listen to the song, especially that one, that Loving Feeling, and they would listen to it and then be surprised that the singers are white. And that realization is like, what's going on here? That sort of thing. And then it also extends to the Bee Gees. Some of the Bee Gees songs is like, what? They're white? But then I started getting more into the reaction videos and started playing other songs, and just watching some of these people there's this one I watch, I think it's JVTV, and he's a young guy. He looks like in his early 20s, and I guess he was having a tough time for a while, and actually listening to the songs was therapeutic for him in a way, and it helped him cope with a lot of emotions and things like that. So he seems to be doing better now, but it's hard to say. One thing I know for sure is that when you have emotional problems, there's no logic to it. So somebody could be great today, and then tomorrow, boom, they're on their back, not wanting to get out of bed or whatever. So yeah, the mental illness or mental problems or emotional problems, you can't reason with them. But anyways, back to the reaction videos. And so some of my favorites, again, are like those, the Righteous Brothers. I also like to watch reactions to In the Air Tonight with Phil Collins. And particularly the part where he says, "It's no stranger to you and me," and then the drums, boom, 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 boom. And that always gets people, like, they stop, like, hey, wait a minute, and they'll go back up and they'll go listen to that part again, because it's a very unique transition from the singing part to when the music kicks in. So that's one of my favorite ones to watch a reaction to. Creep by Radiohead is another one that I like to watch people react to. There's what's the other one? Sting, Every Breath You Take is another one. Well, not so much that one. I mean, that one's okay. I like that one. One thing that chokes me up a lot, though, is to watch Hurt with Johnny Cash singing that one. I like to watch the reactions, but I can't help getting choked up when I watch it, because I don't know, it's the way he sings it is very emotional, and with the visual parts to it, that it gets to you. And so that's another one that I like to watch. You know what? Surprisingly, another song that's good, or other songs that are good to watch, are Pink Floyd, which is Comfortably Numb and Time. And it'll depend on the person listening, but a lot of times if they listen to those and they can understand the lyrics, and I think that's the key part. If they can understand the lyrics, then they'll get choked up a little bit because they understand, like, time is about kind of like that 100 Years by, I forget the name of that band. 15, there's still time for you. That one. Similar is Time by Pink Floyd, where you basically, you're just wasting your days, and then, before you know it, the time is run, and you feel like you're left behind. Like nobody told you when you never heard the starting gun or something like that. So you're kind of like in your 20s, and you feel like everybody's getting ahead of you, and you're falling behind, and before you know it, your day's done. Some of these songs are not only are they great musical pieces, but they also have awesome lyrics. And it's cool to watch people listen to these and also kind of develop that appreciation for the songs. And so it's that's why I've been late today recording, because I've been spending some time watching videos on or some of these reaction videos. They're fun to watch. I don't watch the reaction videos for movies because they tend to take longer, and so you can watch fewer movies, and plus, some of them I've watched one reaction video for Schindler's List, and of course it's interesting to watch somebody make that progression, like kind of noticing. So they don't show you the reaction to the whole movie. They just pick out clips of things that they notice as they're watching the movie. And so popular ones are Schindler's List or Forrest Gump, things like that. So, or Saving Private Ryan, movies like that. But it's pretty cool to watch these reactions, because people have not heard music. Another favorite one to watch a reaction to is House of the Rising Sun by the Animals, because the singer, he looks like a kid, so it's good. It doesn't match with the way he sounds, and so people freak out about that a little bit. I don't know. There's a lot of cool sounds out there, or songs that I like listening or watching people react to, and so they're the more popular ones. Let's see. Zombie is another good one. People, when they listen to Zombie, they're like, "Wow, this is pretty cool." Zombie with the, I forget the name of the band. It's with Dolores or Reardon whatever. I forget the name of it, but I mean that's another good one to listen to. So I don't know. For me, and I think part of it is not just watching their reaction because it makes me happy to watch them make that happiness, but also I tend to be slightly. I say slightly. I guess not artistic, but what do you call it? It's less than autistic. It's crap. The word eludes me. Anyways, so on that spectrum is like towards the lighter end, not as heavy. So if people who know me, that I kind of have a flat affect. I don't laugh too much. I don't raise my voice too much. I'm kind of pretty stable, and so if I'm the kind of like the straight man in a group. So it's very strange for me to, when I talk to people. Well, it's strange for them, not for me, because I have things going on inside. But because they expect me to be so flat, sometimes the things that I say freak them out, or not freak them out, but it's very unexpected, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious for them, and it's funny for me as well, because I come up with some pretty funny things on occasion, on the rare occasion, and somebody who hangs out with me, it just seems like I'm saying some really outrageous things. But if you've been hanging out with me long enough, you realize that I say pretty outrageous things quite regularly. It's not something that's on occasion. Of course, you have to measure your audience, so you can't always be like that in front of everybody. But whatever. So anyways, that's what I've been doing tonight. And so if you get a chance, stop by YouTube and watch some reaction videos. They're really fun to watch, and plus you get to listen to your favorite songs. I think the one that I listened to tonight was Space Oddity with what's his name, Jim Bowie, and what was another cool one? Guns N' Roses was another one that I listened to tonight, and I think that's it. Now I've been trying to listen to. I can't remember the name of the band, but one of the songs is "The Greatest Show on Earth" or something like that. And I just can't get into it. It's just the songs are too long, and Floyd Jansen and the other singers, I even though they're classically trained in opera, I have trouble making out the lyrics. And so for me, the lyrics are important, and I tend to like songs that I understand what they're saying. If I don't understand the words, I can't really get into the song so much unless it's got a really catchy beat. Because for me, it's more about the lyrics, and that's what I appreciate about music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, is that you could still understand them. Nowadays, I don't know, it all sounds like mumble rap lately, and I just can't get into that. It annoys me. So I don't listen to a lot of music anymore because of that. It's just junk. Not only do the lyrics not really mean anything, but they're mumbled, and it's more about exposition than it is about actually anything within the lyrics. And so because of that, I also listen to a lot of songs in Spanish, and I listen for the lyrics in those as well, because although there is some stuff in Spanish that I just can't stand. It just annoys me the hell out of me. But anyways, that's I think I'm rambling on, so I'm going to stop here, and we'll catch you again tomorrow on November the 11th. Good night.